Hey guys, are you ready to animate the awning and the bar? To do this, we are going to use a similar process that we've seen before in the course. So, turn off the building, the conveyor belt, and the stools. Before starting, let's place the plane inside the conveyor belt group. I already did some work on the awning group. Let me delete this plane. As you can see, I have all the objects for the awning grouped here. Here, see? I also have the bar in another group. Anyway, let's focus first on the awning. We are going to animate each part of the awning. Here we have our cloner. Go now to MoGraph Effector Plane. Alright, the same process as before. Go to the Parameter tab and change the position on the y-axis to 0. Check the scale box, the uniform scale 2, and type a value of -1. Go to the Fall-Off tab and change the shape to linear. Now rotate the plane depending on what we need. This position will do. This way, the parts of the awning will be appearing from left to right. Perfect. Okay, go to the frame 0 and then go to the Coordinates tab and create a keyframe for the position on the y-axis. Then go to the frame 30, move the plane and create another keyframe. So now we have the animation. Let's modify a bit the position, the Z-axis of the plane from the Parameter tab. With this, we'll have an effect that makes the awning go down a little while it's appearing. Yeah, can you see it? Perfect. Move again the plane a bit so that these little bits are not visible. Guys, let's animate the cylinder of the awning. We'll have to modify the value for the height. So, select the cylinder and go to the frame 30 and create a keyframe for the height. Go to the frame 0 and reduce the height to 0. And we are going to do the same with the radius. Create a keyframe, go to the frame 0 and reduce the radius to 0. This way, the cylinder will extend itself. Perfect. Go to the Caps tab, increase the radius to 0.6 and create a keyframe for it. Then go to the frame 0, enter a value of 0 and create another keyframe. Yeah, the process is kind of repetitive, but that's how we can animate this. Perfect. Let's continue with the lower bars. For them, we are going to animate only the scale. First, position the access points of these nodes on the back of each bar. Okay, so position it here. Enter a value of 0 for the size on the y-axis. Create a keyframe and go to the frame 30 and enter a value of 1. And another keyframe. And we have these bars animated too. I don't think we need to animate this part over here that it's not visible, but we can do it if you want. So let's do it. Select that object, key these two attributes, go to the frame 0 and reduce both values to 0. I'm doing this faster because it's the same process again. In caps, enter a value of 0.4 for the radius, and in the frame 0, enter a value of 0. So guys, take a look at the entire animation. Then parent the plane to the awning. And this will be our animation. So enter here 40 frames and press play. Perfect. Turn on again the building, the stools and the bar. Well, not the bar, the conveyor belts. Great. Look how all the objects appear. Each one of them is given some life to the animation. And bit by bit, we are getting closer to finishing our animation. Okay, then turn on the bar and let's do the same again. So, select the cylinder, go to the frame 30 and key the radius and the height. Go to the frame 0 and change both values to 0. Okay. And we have it. Then go to Caps tab and enter a value of 0.4 for the radius. Create the keyframe and place it on the frame 30. Then go to the frame 0 and reduce the value to 0. Okay, only the bar is missing. Again, the same process, but with the size. As you can see, this object is just a cube with a fillet. Create a keyframe for size on the 3 axes and then go to the frame 0 and change all 3 values to 0. Okay. Lastly, create a keyframe for them again. Let's not forget about the fillet, so enter a value of 0.6 for the fillet radius on the frame 30. Create a keyframe, go back to the frame 0, reduce the value to 0 and key it. Now we have everything animated. I think, guys, that the bar should begin to appear when the building is already there, or either it should be animated along with the building. See? Because they are overlapping, so that's why. Select the bar and put it inside the group of the building. We have to put it inside when the animation is already finished. Let's see, we have the bar here and we can't put it inside the group here because it will be overlapping. So go to the last frame and then put the bar inside the group. This way, it will appear alongside the building. Great! Let's see the animation again of the scene. Cool! What are we missing? Well, the dogs and the hot dog. But we are going to work on that in the next lesson. See you there!